Welcome to your Mamamoon Podcast, with interviews and tips from real life for your pregnancy journey from belly to baby.
We're Tessa and Nina, and we are passionate about motherhood. Our goal is to give you tools towards a beautiful and empowering experience during labor and a smooth entry into life as a mom.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Mamamoon Podcast, another episode. We're super happy and super excited to be here. And whoever listened to our last episode probably still knows Iris and Feli. They were on our last Mamamoon podcast episode telling us about home birth, and home birth, especially in countries where home births are not necessarily normal. Feli and Iris are German midwives, and they make home birth possible in the area where they live. They've actually created a whole team around giving birth at home, a team of midwives that are super skilled and very experienced in helping moms having a smooth and beautiful natural birth experience at home. In the last episode, they told us a lot about why home births are actually not unsafer than giving birth in a hospital, why it is a good idea to give birth at home, what the advantages are, how you need to prepare for that as a midwife, what the criteria are for you to have the same home birth. So we've already had a lot of information. If you haven't listened to that podcast episode, the last one, make sure to tune in, because there's a lot of super valuable information there to help you prepare a little bit. In this episode now, we want to talk a little bit more about practicalities, because if you're not in a country where home births are normal and they are always top of mind, you might think, what, how, and where, and what am I going to do if I want to have my baby at home? Isn't it going to be messy? What do I do? So we want to grab the opportunity that we have with Iris and Feli here and talk a little bit about how to prepare your home, what to look out for, what you can do, and how you get it done. Welcome back, Iris and Feli. Great to have you. Super nice that we can do another episode with you. Let's dive right in, right?
Yeah, sure.
So maybe just one question to kind of steer it, because there was a lot of questions. Again, I was lucky living in the Netherlands and saying I would like to have home birth, and that's all I had to do. I just had to say it. So that I had the whole box, which was sent to me from the insurance for all kind of practical things that I should have at home if I want to have a home birth. The team I knew is skilled in home births. As a mom, if I'm in Germany or in another country preparing for home birth, what would be the things that I should, and let's say once I'm admitted, because we've talked about it also in the other episode about not everybody can or should, how should I prepare?
Yeah, I think you don't need that much for home birth, because every medical things that the midwife will bring it, and for you, I think the important thing is the painter's fail.
Yeah. Paint foil,
Foil, yeah,
whatever it's
foil.
called.
Oh yeah.
It's like so, yeah.
Oh, just like a big foil that you can put in your living room or in your bed or wherever. Okay.
Because then you can use your, oh dear, what it called, matratze in English?
Mattress.
Ah, yeah.
It's a mattress.
Super easy.
Yeah, good team. Yeah.
And everything what you need to feel comfortable to have to get a great atmosphere, like candles, everything what you can't use in a hospital, like the music you like to hear, maybe pictures of great places which make you a good feeling, something like that. What you also can prepare is I think your relationship to the person who will be with you in a birth, that this person is like solid as a rock for you. I can talk for myself. I'm doing hypnobirthing courses, and that's an example how you can prepare you both as a team for the birth. So that's something which you can do. But what you also need for the home birth.
So yeah, I think it's very important to have a good relationship to your midwife. That's the main part. I think it's and to all the others who will be with you from. So you decide. So you as the woman decide who is coming, who supports you in the situation. And this is because I had the situation that the partner was not 100% pro home birth, and it was like, so these are strange situations. And I had a couple, because I had the feeling that he's not fine for this, to support her, because he had a lot of doubts. Just he was very anxious about this. He was very afraid about having a baby, having a birth at home. And so we talked about this, and my decision was that a good friend of her will come with her and support her. And I think this was the best idea, because I had other situations when we changed to hospital, and we reflected the situation, and we had a lot of times it was because the partner was not in that part. So it's very, very important, I think, that both of the couple is in the same boat. So it's like that we all are a team. And okay, and so we had a lot of dates before the great day, and we get to know each other, and we discuss all this. We discuss the situation and what they should prepare. They get a list what they should prepare. We wrap a box. In there are some special things. For example, panties after birth and things like that. And we bring over, sometimes we have a pool with us, so they can join a pool as well to have a water birth. And we have this seats, hocker.
Yeah, birth stool.
Yeah.
It's like a chair, right? That you can sit on. Yeah.
So we have different heights. So like a toilet, because this is very familiar to women, that they relax and that they can give birth on this one, and then we have a small one. So just if the baby is not coming, if the baby needs some support to come more deep, and yes, and so we bring these things with us. And I had one situation. I had one home birth. She was like, her partner, he was in India, so he's not able to come over. Still not. I'm very sad about that. And so she had a big relation, or a strong relation to India, and so she ordered some India cotton, and she has only a one room apartment, and so she decorated her apartment with red cotton or satin
cloths, and scarves.
Scarves, and it looked so great. It looked so fine, and so you were so you felt safe in this surrounding, and she gave birth. So I this was a very funny situation, because she told me that now the labors are starting, and maybe the baby will come, and she will call her mother, because this was the person she should be at her side. And so we had a team session at that day, and because just to learn how to stitch after birth if there's a cut or something like that. And then she called me again 2 hours later, and she said, okay, now the labors are stronger, maybe you should come. I'm in the bath, and I will now change the room to my labor room, not to my birth room.
Birthing room.
birthing room with the red tent, yes, and like that. Okay, so I managed it, and I drove over to her, and I came in this. It was so funny because I guess the door was opened when I came up the stairs, and I looked in this one room apartment, and I saw her kneeling on a bed in her red tent, her mother at her side. She's controlling the head. So we talk about controlling. We hate controlling things, but we have to control the head sometimes. So if it's coming out of the vagina, and so the mother was controlling the head, and her sister was sitting beside her, and she was singing, and I had been there for 2 minutes, and then the baby was born. So and her mother asked me, "Oh, should we change because and I had very cold hands, and I said, "No, it's a shock for the baby. You're doing it quite good. I think it's a good idea that the grandmother is bringing her grandchild to earth."
Oh my God, so beautiful.
It was really nice, and so she decided. She created her own birth room, and it looked so great. It was, maybe I can send you over a photo. I don't know, just to that they can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I just try to think about it to send you.
Yeah.
That would be beautiful. Actually, that's what we should do. We should share the inspiration for the birthing rooms.
Yeah.
I also heard one student, she said when she was in a birth center, and she created an atmosphere like a spa. Essential oils and candles, electric candles, music and water.
Yes, definitely. That you feel comfortable, and that you can give control, give up control. That because I think birth, it's a powerful act, and and your body is working, and not your head, and not your brain. You should keep out your brain and just give birth.
I love that.
Love
and
it.
so much back to nature and back to normal, right? And back to body.
Just give birth.
Our last
Beautiful.
with a meditation.
Meditation.
Yeah. Because we had a woman. She was very in this thinking thing. She was like, "Oh dear, are you tired?" She was asking us, the midwives, "Are you tired? Do you need something?" And we was just saying, "No, we are here for you, to support you, not in the other way." And
she was so in the outside. She didn't concentrate on herself, and she was always in the so.
And then we make the decision to that I make a meditation with her during the birth. So it was like half an hour or something like that. That we
nearly 1 hour.
Okay. And to bring her into her inner body, to cancel the head and to
that she can get the connection to her body.
Yes.
That she can.
Yeah. Super cool. So, all right. So we know we make our home our spa and our happy place. And then we bring the painter foil in, the big plastic sheet. So does that mean, and this is probably the one question everybody asks, I feel like a cartoon character, isn't birth at home not super messy? Isn't that, I mean, in many people's heads, there is blood and water and I don't know what. So
great. In the horror splatter movie, like
exactly. Like pools of blood everywhere. So is that, I mean, please give us a bit of perspective. I think we need to have a reality check.
When I look in after my time when I was working in a hospital, and I had nearly 2 or 3 full bags of plastic trash. It was very, very trashy. And now if I'm thinking on our home birth, it's
Half a bag?
Yeah, half a bag.
Half a
It's
bag of
nothing.
because
Because we have in the best examples is that in hospitals you often do you check the mother mount with with a finger, and you need the handschuh.
Oh, the gloves. Yeah, the gloves. So to check the cervix and the uterus and yeah.
And that's whole of trash, and we do this Untersuchung.
No examines. We
Yeah.
don't examine, or normally we only examine a woman if it's needed. So if if the result is bringing us forward. So but I have a lot of birth without any examination. So it's like, and I think it's respectful, and yes, and you don't need it. So if you
And also because it gets mental, because if you think, I mean, labor takes time, and then if you think like 8 hours, 2 centimeters, you start multiplying.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
we have no time pressure or something like that.
Yeah.
And so we don't need the information if the mother mount is 2 centimeters or if it's 5 centimeters.
It can change any moment, huh?
And it's not important for us. We just looking of the woman and the birth, and if the woman and the child is fine, so it can take 3 hours, it can take 8 hours, it doesn't
30
matter.
hours.
Yeah.
So we need some sleep, but
That's why you are a team of 7.
maybe. That's it. Yeah, but we can have a short break as well. So if then we go to another room, to the neighbor room or something like that, and we are still in the flat, but we can take our break.
And then the most way we're working with the 2 midwives doing one birth. The first midwife is a longer period with the family. The second will come when the birth is getting nearer. And if you can, and that's because we're a team. You can, if you say, oh, I'm getting real tired and I need a break, to ask the second midwife, maybe you can come now, and we can change a bit.
Yes.
All right.
Well, there's so just to get back to your question, there's the trash is the
the trash.
the trash. It's all there's it's not very messy. No. So and we do it like this. So after the baby is there, and then there's the bonding time, and the family is getting family. So because it's like we are a part of the transition to parenthood. So I think this is quite good, and so they have the time, and there's no interruption and things like that. So we clean the flat, not the whole flat. So we don't wash the windows or something. We don't clean windows, but we put the towels in the washing machine, and just to clean the surrounding, and that's nice.
Empty the pool with a
with the Eimer. What's the Eimer?
with the buckets.
Buckets,
and we build
a chain of buckets. So it goes fast. It's like I love that.
Like this.
Do you also do the baby first examination? So like when the baby is born, and to check if everything is okay with the baby, with mom, with.
Sorry, I don't get that.
Do you also do so when the baby is born?
Yeah.
And then has to be checked. So if it's healthy, and also for mom. So how is it going? You mentioned before that you have some additional trainings on different topics, but is then that part also that you can also help and support?
Yeah, of course. But and the first examination
Yeah.
is thing of a midwife in hospital as well. So in these first 2 hours,
Okay.
the midwife will check the mother and the child, and so it's the same thing at the home birth. Yeah.
Okay.
And then after there is a second examination, I think 24 hours later, and then on the third day or second day, do you then also do them, or is there then a moment when people have to go to the hospital or to see a doctor with a baby?
Only the first examination is can do the midwife. And after that, the next examination with a child is the thing of the child doctor.
Okay.
That's the second one in the period from the third day to the 10th day. And then the parents can go to the child doctor. But and we came on the same day a second time to look after mommy and child.
And baby.
We come every day. So the first 10 days we come nearly every day. So and just to check, and if everything is fine, then we come every second day, and then every third day, and only once a week. But the pediater is looking after the child in between this part, and there are some special examinations as well. So, but we are allowed to do them, or we
Yeah.
It's strange because for one examination we need no, I lost the word again. It's not allowedness.
Approval.
Permission. Yeah, we need the permission from the pediater, and this is very strange because so midwives do this for years and years and years and years, and since 2 years we need the special permission. And but well, it's like, so
we manage
it. It is what it is.
It's
okay.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Great. So we've learned it's not messy. No. And the midwives will clean up whatever is there, so mom has time and parents have time to bond with their baby and just enjoy being a family. I think that's it takes away so many ideas of home birth that people have in their head when you just get a bit practical and an understanding of how things can work, right? Yeah, in general. Nice.
I think it's just to mention is that we go your way with you, so so your wishes are very, very important for us, and we are with the woman, so it's and not it's a joy of being with the woman and being present with the woman, so it's like just to be a part of this things, getting a family, so in this wonderful active way. And and what one hint, because of safeness, is in hospital you have a lot of bacteria and viruses and things like that. So it's and at home you only have yours and these of the midwife, so it's I think it's more safe because you don't get any strange things from hospitals at home. So
I never thought about that, but it's super true, of course, that you're in a.
It came up really strongly last year in the Netherlands, because you have that option. So you have that option of the home birth so much. So when everything came sideways, it became even more popular because of people indeed wanting to avoid the hospital for that exact reason. Yeah.
And that's the other thing also, I think, that in a home birth, you're as a couple and as partners, you're so much more empowered to be together in your own environment, right? When the partners are in hospital, then they're always they're just more like how do you say that? They're more watching than necessarily becoming a part of the birth.
Yeah, and we are focused on salutogenesis, that everything is fine, that you are healthy. So this is our focus, that you are Yeah, because I think it's in the German word Krankenhaus. So it's not hospital, it's a Krankenhaus, and this implicates that somebody is ill. And if you are pregnant, you are not ill, so you are healthy, and you should give birth in a healthy way. So, and this is our focus, that that everything is healthy. Now the bell was ringing. It's like
Oh, good.
no.
Now the Philly show. Yeah, very, very, very true. Super cool. Super cool. I can't wait to share more positive birth stories for sure. Yeah. All right. I think we're very much at the end of this second episode, practical tips around home birth. Thanks so much, Iris and Feli. It was really great. One thing we always ask our guests is for like the golden tip. So if you could only leave moms with one tip, what would that tip be that you would give them when they prepare for home birth or consider having their babies at home?
Maybe to focus on your way, on your feeling, and to focus on positive way, and that begins with the thing that you ask people around you not to talk about this negative ways, and to accept that is the decision of your way. It's your way, and they have to accept this way, and don't talk about this. Oh my God, do you really want to go this way and have the home birth? And to surround you with people who give you the force and the good feeling.
Just trust in you and your body, because it's like
Beautiful. Really beautiful. So nice. Thanks so much. That was great. Last but not least, if people from the German sort of mid-country area, Frankfurt, Darmstadt, want to reach out to you for home birth, where can they find you? How can they find you and your colleagues?
We have a website. It's called Hausgeburt minus Darmstadt.de.
minus Darmstadt.
Minus.
Sometimes it's so simple, and you are stuck
Simple.
in this things like okay.
Our head.
Yes.
Yeah. Perfect. Cool. So we'll make sure that that we'll put that in the notes as well for this episode, so that people can reach out to you, and hopefully you can support them as well as you do everybody else. Thanks a lot for being with us today, and also in the last episode. It was just so good, and it's so good to see that there are more people out there starting to promote home birth and natural ways of giving birth, and helping moms to have faith in their bodies and in their minds and in their babies. I think that's so much necessary to get away from this pathological way of thinking about birth, right?
Yes.
Especially in countries like Germany, but also, I mean, so many other European countries. The Dutch are really a very nice example in that case of how it can be different.
And thank you that you give us the option to talk about all this and our work, and to have this connection to the family and what we are doing and stand for.
Yeah. And I think it's very, very important to make it more, to spread it more. And that this is the normal way to give birth. My husband, he is very funny. Because after our third birth, he's completely convinced about home birth. So it's his way, and if we are sitting somewhere and somebody asks, also a party or something like that, and I'm asked what is my confession or not confession? Not confession. Profession. That's it. Profession. And I say, okay, I'm a midwife and I'm offer home birth, and everybody is shocked like this. What? Today you can't do this? It's not dangerous. It's not safe and thing. And he's like this. He's okay. Hopefully, if you go to hospital, you have a contact. You have a contract with God, because it's very, very unsafe to go to hospital because it's so. It's it's not your way you are going, it's the way of the hospital. So it's like
it's a real midwife husband.
Yes, definitely. It's not so.
No, it's brilliant. It seems to be a pattern. I think Kasha's husband is also all for hypnobirthing and natural birth after the experiences you had, right?
Yeah, he's because that's the thing, that they've seen us. Like, you don't see yourself. So you don't see yourself, how you behave and how you are dealing with things. But if they are next to you and then if they observe you and they see how much that empowers you, then of course they will support as well. And I think that's So yes, Robin is also very much into it. Yeah.
I love that.
Perfect. So there were 2 births in hospital, and he was separated. So he was sitting on a chair and observing me, and he was not able, or he had not the facility to be with me, to support me, to do what he is feeling. So because it was so there was the greater plan from the hospital and his part on the home birth, so he was with me. We were one bowl or one couple. We were a team, and we both got the child. So we gave birth to the child. So it's like, So it's like
That's
okay.
Beautiful. We'll leave it here. Thanks so much, both of you. We'll put your contact definitely in the notes, so hopefully lots of women can reach out to you and learn a lot from you as well. It's so good to have you and your colleagues. Thanks a lot for your work. Everybody else, thanks a lot for tuning in this episode again. Make sure to comment, to like, and also make sure to share all of this information with moms to be out there who really need it, who really need to learn and to hear all of the things that Iris and Feli have been talking about. Comment on the things you liked, and we'd love to hear from you, and tune into the next episode. Speak to you in the next episode. Iris and Feli, thanks so much for being with us, and we'll speak to each other soon.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks so much for listening to our Mamamoon podcast. We would love to see you again, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any new episodes.
Also, for more information and to stay up to date, check our website mamamoon.me and our Instagram and Facebook.